The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Welcome into 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for joining me here this evening for the second home game of the year for the Pine City Dragons as they welcome in the Duluth Denfeld Hunters tonight. You may know Duluth Denfeld as the school that CJ Ham went to, but other than that, we're not cheering for them. It's for the Dragons here this evening. And the Dragons 0-2 on the season, looking to grab their first win of the year against yet another tough opponent. These first three opponents for Pine City have just been, all of them are fighting to go to state here this season, and it wouldn't be surprising if each of them may actually have a shot at that state title here this year. But we're out here at the field getting ready for kickoff here tonight at 7 p.m. between the Pine City Dragons and the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. Of course, earlier in the week, we were able to catch up with some of the coaches and players of this Pine City Dragon team. So after a word from our fine sponsors, we'll come back, show you those interviews, and then we'll have more for you here in the pregame from Pine City.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance. A bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort in the pro you demand. It's that time of year. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with attitude.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on careers to join our herd.
Game Day Gilman, I'm back out here at Dragons football practice. I'm joined again by two of the Dragons seniors, Matt Blake and Trevor Hazelton. First of all, guys, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Now, last week's game is over. Looking at that game, what is something that you kind of learned from last week's game?
We got to start really paying attention more in practice. We got to start watching in the back if you're not up. Got to just pay attention more.
Really overall, too, we got to stay low, be more physical. A lot of guys standing up on both offense and defense. We just got to get a good pad level and get our hands up there.
And how beneficial is it for you, too, at the start of practice to be able to go back and watch that film and kind of learn from those mistakes?
The way we're doing it this year, I like a lot. I mean, we take our Monday and entirely just watch film. We go through everything we did right, we did wrong, and we just fix up all those mistakes right there, and then we can come out on the field and really go through them.
Especially against these bigger teams and stuff. It's good to really, you get to see basically what you did wrong and right, and you get to break it down step by step, and then you just get to reincorporate that into practice and fix what we need to do better on. So.
Absolutely. And speaking of playing these bigger schools, do you feel like that can be an advantage for you guys to kind of help you get better even for going later into the season and even postseason?
Oh, definitely. I mean, going against these big schools, yeah, they're big powerhouses. They're going to hurt us. They're going to expose our weaknesses, and that's what we need. We need to see what we do wrong so that these schools that we can compete with, that we look good and we can compete and actually win games.
Especially in our section. Our section is not as tough as these opponents, and this just all around makes us better. it makes us more physical and stuff, and we just get to go rep after rep and gets us ready for playoffs.
Absolutely. And you guys kind of talked about it here with the first question, but this week, what's something you're hoping to improve on before welcoming in Duluth Denfeld?
I'm just trying to stay healthy. I'm back with some knee issues, problems, just trying to stay healthy for me.
Definitely physicality. We're just working on drills just a moment ago, too, about just getting down into the dirt and stuff, just all about physicality, and that's really what makes a team better than the other. Just that's how they come on top.
And looking again to the game on Friday, what's something that you want to see this team accomplish? And maybe you both personally, what do you want to accomplish there on Friday?
I want to see us not back down no matter how big the school is. I don't care who they are. I want to go out, hit someone, show them that we aren't as small as we are. We can fight with you.
I want to see us march down the field. A lot of times we kind of get pushed back and we don't really, like you said, we don't really fight back. So I just want to see us march down.
Absolutely. And looking at practice-wise, what do you think is the best way to improve, whether it's practice, watching film, or maybe there's something else that we don't know?
Kind of just going through the plays, getting to know every single play that we're not adding, getting rid of, just running through plays, knowing what we got to do each week.
I think it's also a lot to do with attitude. It's all about how you perceive film. If you're kind of just not really focused into it, or you're not really looking for your mistakes to improve on, then it all goes to waste in the same amount of practice. If you're not really looking to get better and compete with each other, then it all just goes to waste.
And going back to you guys personally, when you're on the practice field or even the playing field, what's something that motivates you?
Just seeing my friends on the field with me, knowing that we're out there together. We're going to go hit someone. We're going to play together as a team.
I'd say definitely coaches. They've really stepped up. We had a little captains coaches meeting earlier in the season about what we expect, and one of the things brought up was about them getting on us and after us, and that's really showed up in the season, is them getting on us and asking for our best and only our best.
And maybe as a team and maybe personally, what do you feel is the best part of your game?
I think not backing down. We stick together as a team. We don't yell at each other. When things go wrong, we stick together, and we still make mistakes, but we're there together cheering each other on.
Yeah, exactly. I think our attitude's a lot better than it's been in the past. You know, a lot of teams in the past, we kind of get on each other in a bad way, not a positive way. You know, we're always knocking each other down. But this season, these guys were all about picking each other up and washing off the play that happened and just focusing on the next one play by play.
Absolutely, and football is unlike any other sport. What do you believe is the hardest part about this sport?
The physicality. I mean, we're going against guys that want to hit you. They're 6'5", 300 pounds. They want to hit you. And we don't really have the biggest guys, but we try our best. We go out there and we hit. I don't see that in really any other sport.
I definitely, going off of that, I'd say the mentality side of that too is guys kind of psyching themselves out like, that's a big guy, I don't want to go up against that. It's all a mental game too. If you're going into a game thinking, I don't want to go up against that, you're going to get crushed every time. But if you're just focused on putting him on his butt, you're probably going to succeed, or you got a better chance at it.
Absolutely. And before I let you guys go, is there anyone that you wanted to shout out?
My mom. I thank you for everything.
Shout out Coach Berger.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com. Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you and your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Today's deal of the day is Bear Creek Candy in Hinckley. Get your $10 gift certificates for only $5. Find this and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Game Day Gilman, I'm back. Game Day Gilman back out here at Dragons football practice. I'm now joined by one of the co-head coaches of this Dragons football team, Coach Berger. Coach, first of all, thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Game Day.
Absolutely. And why don't you give us your thoughts on last week's game? Of course, you focus mainly on the defensive side of the ball, but give us your thoughts from last week's game.
There was progress. There were guys stepping into the right gaps. We had some better gap fits. There's definitely some areas that we got to get better at. I appreciate our guys just fighting, competing every play. Their effort was outstanding. We just got to do a better job executing.
And talking with that, kind of going off of that, what's something you feel like this team did really well, and where maybe an area or areas that you would like to see improve here this week of practice?
I think Maddie talked about a little bit of the attitude. It was really cool to get to the end of the game, and usually in a game like that, you got a lot of guys now with a lot of smiles on their face. And we got to the end, and guys were smiling, still having fun, and still encouraging one another. And I really appreciate that about our guys, just not giving up, being great teammates, supporting one another. Peacock was a really good team, and we just got done doing a drill where that part of being part of a team is really important, just working together and supporting one another.
Absolutely. And was there any player or maybe even just a position group on the defensive side of the ball that you thought improved last week?
I thought our DBs did. Actually, I'm going to pick on Rudy. Rudy Gatsky, he was playing on the would have been on the right side cornerback. I thought he did a really nice job. If you go through the film, he was very physical with the receiver that lined up on his side. I think they only attacked him twice. He didn't give up any catches, but I thought his footwork was pretty good, and he's improving each week. AJ started the game for us, and they made a couple plays on him, but then Ethan Dents came in, and he did a really nice job. He's a really good gap filler, not necessarily a great pass defender, but he came in and started helping out our defense. Linebackers are progressing each week. Defensive line, we still need some production from.
Absolutely, and turnovers have been kind of a key for this team each of these first couple of games. What is something that you want to see this defense do to try and create some turnovers for this offense?
Our goal this week is get to a fourth down and create a punt. I think we need to start there. If you look at the first two games, we've gotten into one fourth down situation in Grand Rapids in the third quarter. Other than that, we haven't been able to get to that fourth down, and we just got to be better on first and second. Try and slow these guys down. But, yeah, creating some turnovers would help. That'd help out our offense, and our offense could also help us out by creating some longer drives. If you go to that first quarter, after that big 41-yard play, they ate up a good 6 minutes, but we ended up giving up big scores on one or two plays. And you're not going to have a lot of success when you do that.
Right, and you'll be welcoming in Duluth Denfeld here on Friday, a team that is got some good size up front. What is something that this defense you'd like to see from them to kind of combat that size up front?
Well, we got to fight pressure with pressure. Our D-line, we've got some different assignments this week that can hopefully create some pressure in the backfield. We got to make that running back stop his feet and cut left or right. If he can get a seam, he's kind of a downhill runner. He's also a bigger dude, so we're going to have to stay low. But just being more physical, executing, that'll help out our guys.
Absolutely, and you kind of talked about it, but is there a player or maybe even just a scheme on the offensive side of the ball that this defense is kind of focusing on this week?
Well, these guys do a lot of their spread stuff, so they're going to try and spread you out, create some space. We're kind of keep it simple this week, and we got 3 defensive plays, and we're going to kind of play an umbrella coverage and just try and keep that big play from occurring and force them to use up the clock. And hopefully our offense can create some holes and keep the ball as well.
Absolutely, and the first few drives of the game always seem like it kind of sets the tone. So what's something you want to see from this defense right away in that game on Friday?
Force them to march down the field. Force them to earn it. They need to go 8 to 12 plays down the field and score, and there's not a lot of teams in high school football that can string together 12 plays and not have a fumble, not have a penalty, or kick themselves. So we want to force them to earn it.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, is there anything else that you wanted to add?
That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I'm now joined by another Dragons football co-head coach, Coach Fort. First of all, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. It's a beautiful day.
Absolutely. And before we get started, give us your thoughts on last Friday's game there against Pequot.
We had our ups and downs last week. Pequot's a great team, and I thought we did some things better than we did week 1. We had more consistency up front. Our running back started to hit the holes a little bit harder. Is it where we want to be? No. But were we better? Yes. And each week we got to get better. So I was overall quite pleased with our guys. The outcome wasn't what we wanted, nor was the score. But that's where we need to get to.
Absolutely. And looking at the team there on offense, was there a player, or maybe you kind of mentioned it, a position group that you feel really improved on Friday night?
The one that's probably pretty silent out there that a lot of people didn't realize was our tight ends. Our tight ends played a lot better last week than they did the previous week. We really couldn't count on any of those guys in that first week to do their job every single play and do it even remotely close. And they knew it. They owned it. And last week I thought they made some great strides. Up front, offensively, our offensive line looked to be more cohesive. We were stepping in the right direction a lot more than we did the first week. We're still not finishing our blocks consistently, but they know it, and hopefully this week we'll take that next step. And that's what we've been working on this week, is just consistency and moving to that next level. Our running backs, we mixed around a lot of different guys again. I thought we ran the ball a little bit slower. Our fakes were better. Even watching it on film, the guys don't realize it until they see it. They're like, man, that really does make a difference. It does. Now we just got to take it to a whole new level.
Absolutely, and looking at the turnovers have been a little bit of a problem here these first 2 weeks. What's something that you guys can do to try and eliminate those, or just cut down on them even just slightly?
Oh gosh, that was our problem all last year. 3+ turnovers a game last year, and we talk about it all off season. Is we need to do a better job of controlling the ball. We think overall we've done a better job this year. Our turnovers this year are self-induced a lot more than it was just being lazy last year of not taking care of the football. This year, we like our aggressiveness. We like the idea that Austin last week took some shots down the field, and it didn't work out, but at least it makes us a little bit more versatile offensively to be able to throw the ball and run the ball.
Absolutely, and you talked about the Titans kind of taking responsibility. What is it like to have a group of players who take that responsibility and ownership of the mistakes that they're making and take it upon themselves to kind of fix it?
We talk about it all the time, responsibility. Those gentlemen that we work with every single day, we're very fortunate to be able to have a great group of guys. But their skill set has to go beyond football, and their responsibility and taking of ownership in that next job or that first career or even in college or whatever it is that they're doing beyond us, that's going to be what they need to know. I mean, that's going to make them successful in life, is that ownership and working hard mentality. So.
Absolutely, and what is something that you're hoping to improve on here this week of practice before you welcome in Duluth Denfeld?
Find a quarterback. That's where we're at right now. We're trying to find a guy to replace Austin, unfortunately. He had the surgery this morning. It went really well. But finding a guy who's going to be the next guy to lead this team and try to move the ball down the field. When you're averaging 65 or 70 yards a game, you're not going to win many football games doing that unless you have an outstanding defense, which right now we're allowing a lot of points there too. So offensively, we got to be more consistent. We got to move the ball and then find a quarterback that's going to lead us and hopefully do that for us.
Absolutely, and you talked about kind of the rotation of running backs at that position as well. But what is it meant to kind of be able to have that rotation at running back and know that you kind of have some versatility back there?
Yeah, it's been nice to be able to at least have numbers. Now we can find 3 or 4 or 5 guys to be more consistent with what they do. We tell the guys all the time, we're looking for the guy that wants to be physical, wants to be fast, and wants to carry out their fakes. That will be our starting running back, and we haven't found 3 of them to do it consistently. We've got some flashes. And we've had some guys that are starting to do those things, but we haven't found a group of 3, 4, and 5 that'll do it every play. And once we do, I think we're going to be instantly better.
Absolutely, and you kind of talked about the pass game a little bit too, with Austin taking some shots downfield. You tried to do that week one, a little success, but it seems like when this team is able to take those shots downfield, there's a chance for them to make big plays like you did last Friday with the one completion. What is something that you're hoping to improve on so that maybe that can become a little bit more of a weapon you guys use?
Have more than one completion. Throwing the ball 9 times last week. You look at it on film as we review it, we were so close in so many different areas. The one Matty Blake on the near side, he almost made a great catch there. That would have been a difference maker. Jace, his early ball that we threw him out in the open flats, there's nobody around. That would have been a difference maker. So we've got to be able to be more consistent throwing and catching the ball each and every single play. You can't go 1 for 9 and say that you're a threat. You've got to be more consistent, more completion. So we're working on some shorter passes. We're working on a little bit more of a consistency of getting the ball out quicker. I thought Austin did a really nice job in week 2 versus week 1 of getting rid of the football quicker. And when you get rid of the ball faster, it gives your O-line a little bit more of a break up front. They don't have to hold so long, 3-4 seconds. So I think this week, throwing the ball again, regardless who that gentleman is, we've got to make sure that we complete more than 1 out of 9.
For sure, and looking at this Denfeld team, pretty big up front defensive line-wise. What is something, maybe a position group or even player that you're looking at schematically on defense?
If you're waiting around for a defensive position that we're going to find a weakness in the first 3 weeks, we haven't found it. Every single squad we have played in the first 3 weeks have been very good up front. They've had backers that fill hard and a secondary that's ready to take advantage of anything that's thrown in the air. This week, we think there's an opportunity maybe to go out to the outside a little bit more off tackle. Their front 3 are very good. They're very athletic. They might be big dudes, but they're athletic guys. Denfeld might be one of the most athletic teams we've seen besides maybe Pequot last week. So their athleticism is going to be tough for us to match up with.
Absolutely, and again, the first couple of drives of a game can kind of sometimes determine how that game is going to turn out. What's something that you want to see from this offense on those first couple of drives?
A first down. I think that first one, you put it in the pocket, and you all of a sudden you feel a little bit better about yourself. 10 yards doesn't seem that far to get, and right now it seems like 100. And our guys have to understand that 10 yards hasn't changed in distance. It's the same amount it was last week and the same amount it will be in next year. Okay, get that first down under our belt and get the second one and just build on those things. Putting pressure on our defense of 3 and out has to change, and we know it. Defense knows it, and so we've got to find a way to make sure we get 10 yards.
Absolutely, and you talked about the injury with Austin, successful surgery this morning. Is there anyone else hurt, or is the team pretty healthy other than that?
Outside of that, we have a little bit of banged up and bruised guys. Trevor Hazelton, his poor knee that he battled all last year is a little bit tweaked. He thinks he'll be ready to rock. Tucker Kubish has been fighting the same leg for 3 weeks, but he just battles through it, backs off when he can, and then gets after it again. Overall, I think we're pretty healthy. But we got to find someone to take over and take the helm, and we've got 2 or 3 guys right now taking a look at, and I think someone will step up by Friday.
And anything else that you wanted to add here before we let you go?
Just enjoying it. As we look at it and we say, oh, gosh, we haven't scored a point yet, and we've given up, 50-some points a game. But you need to come out and work with these guys and just join us in practice sometime. You'll find out it's still very an enjoyable practice, and we're having a lot of fun. We just have to learn to be more competitive versus just participate.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck on Friday.
You got it. Thank you.
Game Day Gilman here, and I want to give a huge thank you to both of the co-head coaches, Berger and Fort, for taking time out of their busy practice schedule to do those interviews with me. Of course, to the seniors, Matt Blake and Trevor Hazelton, for doing those interviews as well. We appreciate those interviews. That makes my job a lot better, and your experience on these broadcasts a little bit more enjoyable, because you get to hear a word from the seniors, the players themselves on the season, as well as the coaches, and get their thoughts and maybe a little bit of strategy of what they're going to do here this evening. Of course, we'll have kickoff coming up in just a little bit, but for now, we'll send it up to the box where I will be here for this game against the Pine City Dragons and the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. I want to thank you all for tuning in to the pregame, and now we'll send it up to the box with me, Game Day Gilman. And here we are on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP. Tame Man's back to receive the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Tame Man's back to return. He takes it up to about the 50-yard line. I think they'll spot the ball actually inside Dragons territory. Looks like at the 43-ish yard line. So Kettle River Pizza, the kickoff just underway, and Duluth Denfeld takes it into Pine City territory. Kettle River Pizza is a great way to fundraise for your team. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to get started. The Kettle River Pizza is delicious, and it's locally made frozen pizzas. Pick one up on your way home from the game, or stop into their Ascot location and buy in bulk and save. The first carry there for Tay Mans. He takes it up past the 35, that right at the 34. And it's a gain of about 8 there for Tay Mans. So 8 yards on first down. That'll make it second down and 2 to go for the Hunters of Duluth Denfeld. And under center for them today is number 12. Oh, he lost the snap. Mace Brooks lost the snap, but he's able to get away, spins away from another defender, but then a whole group of Dragons bring him down at the 35. That is a great job by the Dragons to realize where he was at, make sure they wrapped him up, and actually they took him down for a loss of about 1.5, so we'll call it a loss of 2 on Mace Brooks. The bad snap led to the Dragons getting to him and stopping him for a loss. Good job by the Dragons to be able to get back there and corral him. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 now for the Hunters of Duluth Denfeld. They'll come out in a kind of a gun pistol, receiver on the left side and a receiver on the right. 2 running backs in the backfield. He'll take the snap. He'll give it off to the right side. The running back cuts up the field. He trips under his own feet past the 35 to about the 33. So he's going to pick up about 3, and that will be close to a first down. Derek Kinn on the stop. It is going to be 3 yards for Tay Mans, and that will bring up 4th and short. And I would assume they'll go for it. Mace Brooks gets the play from the sideline and takes it into the huddle. Shotgun formation, receiver on the right, one on the left. Mace Brooks takes the snap, gives it up the middle. That time to Luke Pearson. He gets past the 30, near the 25 to about the 26-yard line. And that'll be a pickup of 7 and a first down there for the Hunters. Matt Blake on the stop. He's wearing a new number today, folks. He'll be wearing number 82, as he will be playing tight end as well. So first down and 10 for the Hunters in Dragon territory. They give off to Tay Mans, and he'll bring it past the 25 to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a short pickup of 2 for Tay Mans. Good job there by the Dragons to corral him after that short gain. And right now for the Dragons, they're doing a good job of just kind of corralling this Duluth Denfeld offense and making sure they aren't able to break off any chunk plays, especially with a nice return that they had from Tay Mans to get into Dragon territory. They're doing a good job of kind of making some good stops and not allowing any chunk plays here. We'll see the first pass of the game, a sidearm throw out to the receiver. That's wearing number 84. That's Kareem Pulliam. He makes the catch, breaks off a tackle, and gets up near the 15 to about, we'll call it the 16. It's a gain of 8 for Kareem Pulliam. On the pass from Mace Brooks, it will be that looks pretty darn close to a first down. It's going to be third, and about 3 inches. So 3rd down in inches here, 8:51 to go here in quarter number 1. Denfeld started off the drive in Dragon territory, but Dragons again doing a good job not allowing any chunk plays. This throw, a sidearm throw out to the receiver, number 81. He dropped it. It's incomplete. That was Adili Elfundi, who missed that catch out wide. And just a simple, quick out route to just pass the first down to pick up the first. And a nice job there by Braxton Peets on the coverage to make sure that he kind of made the receiver hear footsteps. And a lot of times if you can get into a receiver's head like that, they'll get the drop, and then sometimes that can lead to more drops. 8:45 to go, 4th down and inches for the Hunters. Dragons trying to make a stop. Mace Brooks in this Hunters offense in the gun, takes the snap. He'll give it off to the running back, Luke Pearson. Luke Pearson off the left side, and he's going to walk into the end zone for a 24-yard score in the Roddy Motors red zone Oh, not quite. They were just at the 24, so not quite the Roddy Motors red zone, but it is a touchdown for the Duluth Denfeld Hunters, and they will get on the board first to take a 6-0 lead over your Pine City Dragons. Again, they took about 6-7 plays to go, the 40 or so yards they needed to get into the end zone. So if you're Pine City, you gotta take away a positive in that, because with the good field position they have, it easily could have been 1 or 2 plays, but they do a good job of holding them to about 6-7 plays. Extra point is up and good, so the Hunters do lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics custom light force braces or Invisalign clear liners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. So 1 possession and a touchdown there for Duluth Denfeld. They go not quite the length of the field, actually. Again, a good return from Taymans. Got them inside Dragon territory. But again, I'll reiterate the fact that, Pine City did a good job of making them drive a good amount of plays just to get into the end zone there. Now, obviously, you would have liked to have had the stop, but I think you've got to look at that as a positive for this defense, that they did make them go 5+ plays in plus territory to even get into the end zone. So I think that's a big plus there for that Dragons defense. Maybe use that as a little bit of momentum for yourselves going on to the next defensive drive. Braxton Peets and I believe Evan Den's back to return for the Dragons. And looking to kick off is number 42, Maverick Rodunner. It's Rodunner, I believe. So Rodunner back to kick for the Hunters. And here's the boot. That's a decent kick, end over end to Braxton Peets. He'll take it in at the 15 to the 20. Cuts out to the right side at the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40 before he's tripped up, taken down at about the 42-yard line. Braxton Peets with a big return for the Dragons. And that is a huge sigh of relief for the Dragons, because these first couple of weeks they have not had great starting field position, but with a nice return there from Braxton Peets, that's going to really give them a lot of momentum on this offensive drive, their first of the game. The Dragon team will line up under center for the Dragons. It is going to be A.J. Austinson. Again, unfortunately, Austin Wiener out with that broken collarbone. They'll look to go up the middle and breaking off of 1 tackle and then being taken down right at the 40 that time is Evan Dens. No gain at the play for Dens. In fact, I think they say he lost yard. We'll say it's no gain, though. So checking into the game is number 13, Derek Kinn, for Merrick Overtoom at that tight end position. Dragons come to the line, 2nd down and 10. Austinson under center, power T formation. They'll send a man in motion from left to right. They'll give it up the middle this time. A decent push, but then the Hunters make the stop after about a 3-yard gain there from Tucker Johnson. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 now for Pine City. 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 40, we'll call it 43. 3rd down and 7, Dragons. Now, if you're Pine City, you really want to see this drive be a little extended, give your defense a break, go on a nice little long drive, as we heard from these coaches in the pregame. Austinson under center, power T formation, sends a man in motion left to right. It's a counter play, but it got a little bit messed up. Tucker Johnson's taken down in the backfield. More or less a no gain there for Tucker Johnson. And that'll bring up 4th. So it will look like it brings on the punting unit. Now, remember, Wiener was the punter as well for this Dragons team. It'll be interesting to see who they put back there for as the punter. Right now, they don't have one. Now a man goes back. That is 68. And the snap goes over his head. He'll just fall on it back behind the 15 to about the 12. Not sure who 68 is. Don't have him on the roster. So apparently that is Landon Ganote wearing 68. So Landon Ganote wearing 68. So with that unfortunate happening, it will put the Hunters into the Roddy Motors red zone with their first play. Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora, voted best dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's a repeat champion. Roddy Motors, 100 Pine Street in Mora. Hunters will take the snap. They'll look to go to the end zone to the receiver that time. And that was intended for Adili Elfundi. And Braxton Peets on the coverage. And that's unfortunate there for Braxton Peets. I think if he actually turns his head around on that play, he probably makes the interception on Elfundi and the quarterback Mace Brooks. But unfortunately, he does not there. And that's unfortunate. That would have been the first turnover of the game. And that would have really turned things around here for Pine City. Either would be second down and 10 for the Hunters. They'll give it outside to Tay Mans. Tay Mans takes it past the 10, inside the 5, breaking tackles left and right, diving into the end zone, touchdown. 13-yard rushing touchdown there for Tay Mans after being in the Roddy Motors red zone. And the Hunters now take a 13-0 lead. And that time it's tough to blame the defense when the snap on the punt went just over Landon Ganote's head. He did everything he could just to make sure the Hunters didn't get an easy walk in there, so give him credit. But 2 plays, 13 yards, go the Hunters. And they are in the end zone for the second time, leading 13-0. Snap, spot, down kick is up, and it is good. 14-0, the Hunters lead over your Pine City Dragons on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at embracemn.com. We'll take a quick commercial break here. We're from our fine sponsors. You're listening to High School Football on WCMP.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
So we will ready for the kickoff here as the Hunters go 2 plays, 13 yards after the muffed snap on the punt for the Dragons. Landon Ganote went back, just fell on it, and that's the right thing to do there. Just fall on it because you don't want a chance picking it up and then still fumbling around with it and give Hunters a chance to walk in with it. Peets and Dens back to return for Pine City. And there's the boot. Taken by Rod Runner and taken in by Peets. Peets will cut it out to the left side. Almost got to that corner, but just quite couldn't get past the defenders. Man, if he turns that corner, he has got a lane to the end zone. He might be gone. Oh, unable to get it around that corner. He does get it to the 25, though. So 6:03 left here in the first quarter. Dragons trail 14-0 to the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. It's A.J. Austinson under center. Sends a man in motion left to right. Going to give it on the outside to Braxton Peets, and he is going to be taken down after only about a yard.
Carried by Dragon number 18, Braxton Peets.
So Peets on the carry. Gain of 1, and that'll bring up second down and 9. Ball at the 26-yard line. 5:30 to go here in this first quarter. Dragons to the line, power T formation. They've been sending a man in motion from left to right here for these first few plays, and now Austinsen's going to step back to pass. He rolls out to his right. He's got time, and he underthrows his intended receiver, and that's unfortunate. I believe that was Matt Blake he was looking for, wearing Kyle Rudolph's number 82. That's unfortunate. Matt Blake, he was covered pretty well, but if he made the catch, that would have been third and manageable, about 3rd and 2 maybe. But Braxton Peets didn't quite get his, A.J. Austinsen didn't quite get his feet set on that throw. And if he does, he probably throws a strike to Blake. And Blake, a very strong young man, probably breaks off that tackle, was able to get a first down. So under center again, Austinsen, he'll hand it off the right side, trying to lower the shoulder, but the defenders are there. And they stop him for no gain on the play. That time the carry by Braxton Peets. No gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and 9.
4th down and 9 for the Dragons.
So Landon Ganote will be back to punt. And there's the punt. This is a high end-over-end punt. It's going to be taken in at about the 44. He dropped it, he muffed it, and the Dragons have it! That is Dragons ball on the muffed punt. And great job there. And I believe that's Braxton Peets who gets the recovery. Braxton Peets, that's why you put your fast guys on the gunner position. As they go down there, usually they make the tackle or they can recover the fumble. And that punt there by Ganote, that's going to be a play we're talking about for some time, because Ganote's punt, it hung up in the air for a while. And sometimes when the returner has too much time, when the returner has too much time to sit there and look at the ball, second guess, a lot of things go through his head, and it did appear to be that case there. So the Dragons have good field position at about the 47-yard line of the Hunters. They give up the middle, and again, not quite getting the push they're hoping for, but the ball carrier, Tucker Johnson, carries it to the 45. It's a gain of 2. What I like that I'm seeing from this Dragons team is they're falling forward. They're not getting pushed backwards on the carries. They're falling forward, and you might be thinking to yourself, well, that doesn't really matter. Well, when we're talking about a 4th and 1 and you get hit in the backfield, falling forward turns it into a first down instead of turnover on down. So, yes, that it does mean a little bit of something. This will technically be the 3rd possession now for the Dragons after that turnover. Austinsen takes the snap, gives it off the left side. I believe that's Tucker Johnson plowing forward again. Near the 40 to, actually, the nose ball will be placed at the 40. Actually, that time it was Sam Johnson on the carry. Or Jace Preston. Yeah, Jace Preston. Sorry, the A looks like a 0. Not the brightest bulb on the tree, but I do my best. 5-yard carry there for Jace Preston. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm blind, so let's just. 3rd and 3 now for Pine City. Ball at the 40 in Hunters territory. They trail 14-0, 3:22 to go. Austinsen takes the snap, gives it up the middle to Jace Preston. Preston plows forward, and that'll be close, if not enough for a first. That looks like a gain of 3.5. And I think we're going to bring out yes, it is a first down. Jace Preston on the 3.5-yard carry is enough for a Dragons first down at about the Hunters' 36-yard line with 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Down 14-0, but if I'm the Dragons, I am okay with a long drive that you're just kind of punishing this defensive line. Austinsen takes the snap, gives it up the middle again to to Preston. And Preston moves forward. No gain on that one. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. 2.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
2nd down and 9 for the Dragons.
Couple of substitutions in here for the Dragons. Peets will come out of the game for Dens. Also checking in is Merrick Overtomb to that tight end position. Power T formation for A.J. Austinsen. Austinsen under center. Takes the snap. Gives out to the right side to Dens. Dens breaks through the line, falls forward past the 30 to about the 29. That's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 4th down and short. 7 yards on that carry from Evan Dens, and it'll be 4th down and 2. They'll place the ball at the 30. Man, where he fell at, I thought he was more at the 29. So about a 3rd and medium here for the Dragons. I thought it was 4th. It was only 2nd, ladies and gentlemen. I apparently can't count tonight either. Motion left to right. Austinson, he'll take it. He'll give it up the middle to Preston. Preston gets near the 25. And I think that nose ball is going to sit at the 25. And if that's the case, that's a 1st down, Pine City. It is. 5 yards there for Jace Preston, and another Dragons 1st down with 1:18 to go. This Dragon team, they get that turnover. They're putting a drive together now. This might be, of course, I was not here last week, but I think this might be one of the deepest drives they've had into opponent territory this season. It's just been tough for them to get into the red zone, but they are in the Roddy Motors red zone, just about 5 yards away from it. Austinson will step back to pass. He's going to roll out of the pocket. He breaks a tackle. No, he cannot. Broke the sack at first, but could just not get away. Great tackle there by the defender, just holding on, making sure he didn't let Austinson go. And that sack brings him back all the way to the 37, a loss of 12 on the sack. So a loss of 12 on the sack. And Derek Kinn will check into the game for Pine City. He'll bring in the play call with under 30 seconds to go. This will be 2nd and a mile for the Dragons. And it's plays like this that you don't want to have because it can set back that momentum you once had. Dens in motion, left to right. Give up the middle there to Jace Preston. And he falls forward, upended, past the 35 to about the 34. And that'll be the end of the first. It's a decent gain there for Jace Preston of about 5. But that will be the end of the first quarter. The Dragons trailing 14-0, but got a little bit of a drive together. They've got some work to do here on 3rd and potentially 4th down. But they trail at the end of the first on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 14-0. Embrace Orthodontics leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. We'll take a commercial break here. Word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to High School Football on WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business efficiently during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Dale's offers a personalized focus and free estimates. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,250 rebates for your air source heat pump system installed in 2023 with 0% financing. Visit Dale'sHeatingandAppliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350. It is the start of the second quarter. Dragons have a little bit of work to do here on 3rd down and long after the sack taken by Austinson. And, I mean, he did all he could to try and get out of it. And he's under pressure again, and he goes down back at the 45. And that's going to change things here for the Dragons on 4th. Austinson had no chance that time. They're actually going to stop his forward momentum at about the 43, so still a loss of 9. And I'm assuming we'll see the punt team. We will, landing a note. We'll just go and look to change field position here for the Dragons, so not a good start to the second quarter. We'll get a timeout called. I got to imagine this one's going to be by Duluth Denfeld. It is. So Duluth Denfeld going to call the timeout. They'll be left with 2 now in this first half. They lead 14-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners. You can find out more at embracemn.com. That's EMBRACE.com. So the Dragons trail here. Started this second quarter 14-0. They did kind of have a drive going. So landing a note back to punt here for the Dragons, and another snap that is over his head. It will push the Dragons back. It looks like Ganote recovered it at the 30, so the Denfeld Hunters will get great field position once again after a bad snap. So a tough snap again will put the Duluth Denfeld Hunters in great field position for their third possession. So the Hunters in this offense will get to the line. Mace Brooks in the gun, receiver left, one right, running back behind him, and one to the side. He'll give it off to Mans on the right side of the line. He breaks through one tackle, falls forward, and still breaking a tackle. He's still up and not taken down till he's past the 20 to about the 19-yard line. A gain of 11 there for Tame Mans. Now in the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora, RODDYmotors.com. SUVs, pickups, sedans, maybe even a camper. Talk to Joe at Roddy Motors in Mora and see what he's got on the lot now. Roddy Motors red zone. Give is to Mans once again. And that time, he was taken down inside the 15 to about the 13. Gain of 7 after the tackle from Merrick Overtomb. Inside the Roddy Motors red zone. First, don't forget that was the Haley Newman with Keller Williams Realty turnover that we had earlier. Haley Newman, Keller Williams Realty, the turnover sponsor, turning over the key to your new home. Quarterback takes the snap. He's rolling out to his right, and he's taken down in the backfield. Matt Blake with the tackle for loss. I don't know if that was a pass play so much. That looked more or less like a quarterback sweep. That's a loss of about 6 there. And a nice job by Matt Blake to tackle the quarterback in the backfield. You could tell Matt Blake had some energy after that one. He was feeling it. And that can be a spark sometimes for a defense. As it's now 3rd and 9, maybe they can make a stop. Brooks in the gun again. Receiver on each side. Takes the snap. He'll give it off this time to Pearson. Pearson, he breaks off of one tackle, still alive, and then he's taken down at the 15. So it's a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down and 5. 4th down and 5, and again, if you're the Dragons, you got to actually feel pretty good about this drive because, again, starting in plus territory where the Hunters at the Dragons 30, they've made them go now about 5 plays, 5-6 plays, and they still have not scored, and now you've got them at 4th and medium. Prime spot here for Pine City to try and get the ball back. Same formation, receiver on each side, running back behind him and to the side. Brooks takes the snap, fakes the give. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to look, chuck it into the end zone, and caught. Caught that time by the receiver, Kareem Pulliam, for the touchdown. It's a 16-yard passing touchdown of 16 yards. And the Hunters will take a 20-0 lead. I thought that Brooks was going to get sacked. The Dragons were closing in on him pretty darn quickly as he was setting to throw that ball, but give credit to him. He did a good job of rolling out, getting his feet set, and then throwing that ball to Pulliam. And Pulliam was able to get that one down. And, Holder got his knee bent back, but he is okay. They blew the whistle before he was going to get too injured. So the extra point no good on the botched snap for them, but the Hunters do lead over your Pine City Dragons 20-0 here in the second quarter with 8:39 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, they will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options because they'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Pine City trailing 20-0. And the Dragons, again, defense has been doing some good work here tonight. They've made this Hunters team in plus field position go a few more plays than I think they would want to. So the Dragons defense might just be heating up. Their offense has been showing that they can push the ball up the middle. These runners are running hard, lowering their shoulders. And it's just a matter of, can Pine City complete a drive? We've seen 2 sacks that really set Pine City back on their last drive, and they were moving the ball. Now, if you're Pine City, you can't stay away from the pass. I don't think you can stay away from the pass. You gotta continue to go to that well, but I think we'll see them concentrate more on the run as Braxton Peets will take in the return on the left side. He gets it up to the 30, breaks a tackle at the 35, to the 40. He gets past the 40, to the 45 before he's taken down. What a return by Braxton Peets. And that's, this special teams might be the group of the night. The returners this evening have been doing such a good job of getting this Dragon team into good field position. This is probably some of the best field position they've had all year long, and I think this might be part of the reason why the Dragons have been able to get a few offensive drives together and get some momentum going. A return can really do a lot for a team. And now give here to Jace Preston off the left side of the line. Oh, that's Sam Johnson this time. So I was right, it was 20. But he gets past the 45 to about the 43. It's a gain of about 2 for Sam Johnson. Meanwhile, on our YouTube, WCMP Sports 2, it's the end of the first quarter. Hinckley Finlayson leads over Rush City 8-0. So they're in Rush City tonight, and they lead 8-0 on the road. That should be a good one, as will Mora against Esco over on KBEK 95.5 FM. AJ Austinson under center power T formation. Man in motion left to right. It was Braxton Peets. Give up the middle this time to, I believe that was Sam Johnson again. And he gets maybe a yard. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 7. So 3rd and 7 now. Actually, 3rd down and, well, they'll call it 6. Either way, 3rd down and longer than they would like to have. Well, you'd like to have about 3rd and 3. 3rd and 2 would be ideal. Oh, well, I mean, not facing a 3rd down is ideal, but 3rd down and a little bit longer than medium. They'll get their play call in. They're going to have to hurry. Taking a while to get this play call in. There's the hand for the 10-second sign. 5, 4, and they do get the snap off in time. It's a toss out right to Sam Johnson. Oh, the toss just, it wasn't a great toss to Sam Johnson, and he had to kind of reach behind him to get the ball. They'll give him a yard, and it'll be 4th down and about 5 to go. The toss there from Austinson, I think they were faking the counter and then going with the toss out wide to the right here. But Sam Johnson either got too far ahead or the quarterback pitched it just a tad too far behind. Either way, he had a lane on the right side. Let's not get it wrong. That lane was there. He's probably gone. But they'll look to fix that up. We're going in a gun formation. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 off to the left. Running back to the right of Austinson. And we'll get a timeout. Oh, man, I was excited to see what the Dragons were going to do in shotgun. Instead, they will take a timeout here in this second quarter. They'll be left with 2. So the Dragons will be left with 2 here. The rest of the way, we have 6:13 to go here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard in the first half. Dragons trailing 20-0 against the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. A lot of positives here in this first half for the Dragons. I think they've got some things that they can work with and work on in this halftime period. But I think they've got a lot of things going for them here towards this second half. But again, we've seen a shotgun formation by them right there. I was excited to see what they were going to do in shotgun. I don't think we've seen them in shotgun all year long. I was excited to see what they were going to run out of it. They did call the timeout, though, on 4th down and about 5, 6:13 to go here in quarter number 2. Dragons trail the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. They will go in the same formation. Man in motion, left to right is Braxton Peets, and a false start by Matt Blake. I don't know if the center didn't snap the ball when he was supposed to or if they hard counted when they shouldn't have, but that looked kind of messy. Matt Blake went, and Braxton Peets started going towards the line of scrimmage. Now, when you're in motion, you can't move towards the line of scrimmage. That's going to be full start anyway. But from the look of it, the way Peets and Matt Blake were moving, it looked like the snap probably should have been about then. They'll line up same formation with the Dragons. One receiver out wide to the left, 2 on the right. Gun formation. Austinson sends a man in motion, left to right, Austinson is, oh my goodness, absolute jailbreak out front. And Austinson is taken down behind the 40 at about the 38. And it's a loss of 6 there that time for A.J. Austinson. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This will lead to another possession here for Duluth Denfeld with 6:08 to go in this second quarter. Brooks in the gun, receiver out wide to the right and one to the left. Takes the handoff. He'll give it off this time to a new running back. That's going to be number 10. We got a flag down in the backfield. He's going to go the distance, but it ain't going to matter. Well, he'll be stopped inside the 5, but it ain't going to matter. There's going to be a holding. And on the carry that time was Daquan Moore. But again, it's not going to matter. A flag came down in the backfield. That'll be holding, and the Hunters know it. They're already moving backwards. Dragons don't yet, though, but they're moving. They'll get there.
Play is coming back, a holding call against Duluth Denfeld.
So it'll move the ball back. It's a 10-yard penalty. Ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line. So the Dragons now have it 1st and 20. This is a prime spot to make a stop if you're Pine City, or just slow them down. Oh, they definitely moved early, but they give again to Moore. Moore breaks a tackle. He's gone. Broke the tackle at the 40, and no one's there to stop him. 49-yard touchdown run for Daquan Moore. Run up the middle, and that's where the congestion was, and he went just off the side of it, ran into a defender, bounced off to the left, and nobody was home. He takes it to the house for 6, and that'll make it 26-0. And the Dragons sucked into the middle there by Daquan Moore in his running. The offensive line got him sucked in, and then he was just able to kind of break it out to the outside after running into one of the defenders. So they'll look to go for the extra point. It's Maverick Rodrunner. And again, another botched snap. It ain't going to matter who recovers it. The PAT is no good. So 26-0 will the score remain on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. EmbraceMN.com. Quick commercial break, then we'll be back for kickoff football here on WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at EmbraceMN.com. That's EmbraceMN.com.
106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com is where we have live video for this football game. Pine City Dragons trail here at home to the Duluth Denfeld Hunters, 26-0 after the Daquan Moore 49-yard touchdown run. They had a holding penalty that sent them back on 1st and 20. And unfortunately for Pine City, they were unable to hold them. So it'll be another kickoff here for the Hunters. And there's the boom. Taken in by Evan Denz at about the 20. He'll cut it up to the right side and tries to dance away from of a defender, but a great open field tackle there by Daquan Moore. And he'll be taken down past the 25 to about the 27. And that's where the Dragons will take over with 5:41 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics custom light force braces or Invisalign clear liners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. This is the 5th possession already for Pine City. They've had 4 and then 1 off of a turnover. Austinson will work his way back out onto the field. It's about the worst starting field position of the night for Pine City, so that's encouraging. And now we're going to get a whistle. And, we got a player down on the far side of the field. A player down, and we'll take a break. You're listening to High School Football on WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Back here, he was able to walk off, and Evan Denz gets the carry off the right side, plows the defender forward, drives the legs, and gets to the 30. You know, you might be thinking to yourself, it's only a 3-yard gain there for Evan Denz, but he lowered the shoulder there and refused to go down. He had something personal against that defender there. I mean, he buried him in the ground. Maverick Rodrunner, the tackler. So Roadrunner on the tackle that time. And the give again to Denz, and this time not as lucky. He gets tripped up in the backfield. He's upset with that one. He knew he had the lane to run through, but that defender from the Hunters just shot through, knifing through the offensive line, and was just able to get a hand in there and trip him up. 4:35 to go here in the second quarter. Dragons trail 26-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at EmbraceMN.com. So 3rd down and long. They'll line up in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Running back on the right of Austinson. Austinson sends the man in motion left to right. Austinson's going to keep it himself. He takes it up the middle, makes a man miss, falling forward, pushing his way towards the 35, but he's taken down at about the 34. It'll be a gain of 4 for Austinson, and that'll set up 4th and medium once again. So we'll see what the Dragons decide to do here. Under 4 minutes to go.
4th down and 3 for the Dragons.
4th down and 3 to go. Second quarter quickly winding down. Under 3:40 to go now. Dragons make their way to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and short, shotgun formation. 2 receivers out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Running back on the right side of Austinson. Austinson sends Denz in motion left to right. He fakes the give up there. He's got a lane. He cuts it back out to the outside. Makes a man miss at the 35, then falls forward to the 36. He's not going to get there. It's a gain of 2, and it'll be a turnover on downs for the Dragons. Well, the ball will go back to the Hunters. Austinson had a nice juke move and then spun around, but as he was spinning around, he got caught, and that defender was kind of just able to hold him in place as Austinson wasn't really able to drive his legs backwards and fall forward. If that defender didn't stop him in his tracks and didn't get his teammates to corral him, I think Austinson might have been able to drive his legs backwards and get the 1st down, but unfortunately was not able to do that there. So the Hunters back out onto the field. The original starting 11 out there for them. They'll line up, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, running back on the right side of Brooks. Brooks takes the snap. He looks to his left. He's going to go to his left. It's a deep shot. He's looking for his receiver, and it is. It is caught. And I did not see the number. That's Taymans. Taymans with a 36-yard receiving touchdown. So 36-yard receiving touchdown for Taymans. They set him out to the left in the slot. He went downfield. It was you couldn't get better coverage than that, but again, the defender has to turn his head around and try and knock the ball away. If he does, I mean, that's incomplete. So 32-0 here. Rodunner sets up for the PAT. The last two have not been good snaps. This one is spot down, and that is no good. No good. So the snap was good. Spot was a little off. And then the kick was no good, wide right. So 32-0 with 3:06 to go here in the second quarter on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics will leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Find out more at embracemn.com. Dragons, the last 2 passing touchdowns have been good. But it's just, the Dragons have had good coverage. It's just they just got to get those heads around. If they can get those heads around, man, we're talking about probably at least 1 interception for sure, if not maybe 2. But that for sure would have at least been a knockdown. Good coverage, so now they just got to work on getting those heads around. So Esco leading over Mora right now, 21-0. The number 1 team in the state in Esco. Again, that's a tough offensive stop. You've got Coy Parrish, who is committed to the U of M. Evan Denz is going to take it in at the 15, past the 20 to the 25 to the 30. Breaks off of an ankle tackle at the 35, falls forward near the 40. And where's the ball going to be spotted? Oh, they might spot it right at the 40, I believe. Yeah, right at the 40. Another good return here for the Dragons. Again, when we're going to look back and talk about this game, we're going to talk about the special teams and the returners, how well they have done returning the ball and setting up Pine City in great field position. I mean, you can't ask too much more of Pine City from your returners. 3 minutes to go here in this first half, 32-0 Dragons trail. Austinson under center, power T formation. Austinson takes the snap. He'll give it up the middle. Ball carrier plows through a defender to about the 45. That's a good carry there. And the ball carrier that time was Evan Denz. Gain of 5. And second down and 5 now for the Dragons. That's a good, hard-running ball carrier in Evan Denz. These last couple of carries, he has had something. He's had a vendetta against this defense. He just wants to plow through them, and it's showing it there. So now under 2.5 to go. Austinson under center takes the snap. Yeah, he'll keep it himself on the quarterback power sweep, rather, and he'll take it past the 45. And I think they're going to get a holding call in the backfield on Matt Blake. Now, I want to say that where I saw it last after the quarterback rounded the corner, it looked like Matt Blake had a chance to get the holding, but it looked like he also let go. But I was keeping an eye on the quarterback, so I was not able to fully pay attention to it, but I knew it was going to be close, and I knew there was a chance that flag would come out. So it will be a holding call, and after a good first down run, it'll be 2nd and 15 instead of 2nd and 5, which is what it was. So another penalty there for Pine City. So that's their second penalty on the night for them. There's also one against Duluth Denfeld. Evan Denz on the carry, takes it. And he'll only pick up about 2-3 yards. we'll call it 3 for Evan Dens. It'll make it 3rd and about 12. 3rd and 12, 1:40 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in this first half. Embrace Orthodontics, they'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with braces or Invisalign. Austin under center, power T formation. It's a give out to the left side to Jace Preston. Preston gets around the corner, but he's tripped up. Falls past the 40 to about the 41, 42 maybe. So it's a small gain of about 3 for Jace Preston. And that'll bring up 4th down and about 9. 4th and 9, we're creeping up on a minute to go. And now we're under a minute to go here in the first half. Dragons trail 32-0. Merrick Overton will bring in the play from the sideline. It'll be interesting to see what the Dragons decide to do here. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. If the Dragons can convert this 4th down, they'll definitely call the timeout and try to go and hurry up. But if not, it'll be Denfeld ball anyways. Austinson, man, trying to send a man in motion. Now he goes in motion. And it's a counter to the left side, and Denfeld was not fooled. It's going to be a, oh my goodness, is that really where they're going to spot him? A loss of 3 on the carry from Tucker Johnson. So turnover on downs with 30 seconds to go. Dragons trail 32-0. It'll be the 6th possession for Denfeld. And we'll see what they want to do here. The last couple of drives they went past, it's been working. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to score again here and try and up the ante on the Dragons. Looks like we've got a new quarterback in, I believe, if I'm seeing that right. I believe now it's, no, well, maybe not. It's number 9. Give up the middle this time to Daquan Moore. And that's Chevy Reisdorf. Oh, we got a fumble. It's a fumble. A fumble on the play, and that is going to be Dragons ball. That's a Haley Newman, Keller Williams Realty turnover. That turnover courtesy of Haley Newman. Looking to buy or sell your property? Contact Haley Newman of Keller Williams Realty at 320-469-6868. They want to know if you want to know the property or value of your property, you can contact Haley Newman at HNEWMAN@KW.com. So the Dragons with their 2nd takeaway tonight. This will be their 7th possession of the first half. And they're going to step back to pass. Ostenson's got a nice pocket. Instead, he'll step up to run, and then he's plastered behind the line. Ball was spotted at the 41. They're going to walk it back to about the 37. Loss of 4, and that should be it. And that'll be it for the first half of play here in Pine City. We're at halftime with the Duluth Denfeld Hunters leading on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 32-0. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners. Find out more at embracemn.com, EMBRACEMN.com. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll recap this first half and let you know what I think they need to do to turn things around here in the second half. Of course, you're listening to high school football here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and WCMPradio.com.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
With Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and Gen 2 independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with an attitude.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
It's time for your local news on WCMP. I'm Eric Van Rainen.
And I'm Joe Keyport. A Kanabec County family is seeking legal action after the Morris School District stopped bus services to their home. Reporter Eric Van Rainen has the story.
Mora residents Renee and Andy Chrisman are seeking a court injunction after the Mora School District discontinued a school bus stop at Hornet Street. According to a civil complaint filed in Kanabec County District Court, the Chrismans were notified by the school district's transportation director that their children's bus stop would be moved to the corner of Hornet Street and County Highway 3. For 4 years previously, the district has picked up the Chrismans' children directly in front of their home. Renee Chrisman said a hearing in the case is coming up in early October.
We just want our kids to get to school safely, so hopefully we can get some resolve.
The Chrismans have also filed for a temporary restraining order against their neighbor, Dan Schmoll, who allegedly demanded the end of the school bus service on Hornet Street. Renee Chrisman says she hopes the case will prevent similar situations in other parts of Minnesota.
We need people to know that, it's not okay for townships to try and take away roads that people live on without due process. Nor is it okay to allow private citizens to dictate what public roads buses can and cannot travel on.
In June, the Kanabec County Board declined to declare Hornet Street as an impassable road. Moving on, the Minnesota Department of Transportation will host a public open house about Highway 23 plans in Mille Lacs County on Tuesday, September 26th. The event will be held from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Malacca Public School, located at 500 Highway 23 in Malacca. Project staff will answer questions and share design layouts for road work coming up in 2027. MnDOT will be reconstructing the road and improving access from east of the Rum River Bridge to 105th Avenue. A roundabout will be added at 23 and Central South, and a new multi-use trail will be installed along the north side of the project corridor. 18 is facing homicide charges following a fatal shooting earlier this month. News Director Joe Keyport has the details.
The 18-year-old involved in a fatal shooting near the town of Siren is facing homicide charges. Ashton Heyer was arrested on September 1st after he allegedly shot and killed Aaron Holmstrom during a dispute. Heyer reportedly told law enforcement that he had acted in self-defense because Holmstrom came at him with a bat. He reportedly called 911 following the shooting. He's been charged with reckless homicide, possession of a firearm, and 3 counts of bail jumping. His cash bond has been set for $50,000. And finally, Highway Credit Union members have approved a merger with Spire Credit Union. The vote took place earlier this month with over 80% of the members approving the decision. All employees from both credit unions will be retained, and all 26 existing branch locations will remain open. A new entity with a new name and brand will be created. The new combined credit union will boast assets of nearly $4 billion, serve approximately 250,000 members, and employ more than 600 people. The merger would make the entity the 4th largest credit union in Minnesota. The legal date of the merger is set for January 1st of 2024. This is your local news for Friday, September 15th.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on careers.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Back here on WCMP, it is halftime here at Pine City High School where the Dragons trail the Duluth Denfeld Hunters 32-0. The Dragons, they had some good drives going there on both sides of the ball. Their defense stepped up a few times and their offense pushed the ball down the field, running the ball. And we're going to be talking about special teams because the kick return has set them up, I'd say, an average field position of about the 40-yard line. I'd say maybe 42 if we add it all up together. It has looked good, but we'll take a look at some of the stats here from the first half. 6 possessions for the Duluth Denfeld Hunters, 1 penalty and 2 turnovers from those possessions. They had a total of 12 carries for 136 yards and 3 touchdowns. Their quarterback, Mace Brooks, went 3 for 5 passing, 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the evening so far. And they sit at 196 total yards on about 17 total touches, passing and running, and 5 touchdowns. On the other side for the Pine City Dragons, 7 possessions, 2 penalties, no turnovers. They have 2 takeaways here in this first half. That is big. They've carried the ball 23 times for only 46 yards. And leading the way for them is Jace Preston with 6 carries, 21 yards, followed by Evan Denz, 5 carries, 18 yards. And then it's Sam Johnson, 3 carries, 4 yards, and then 2 carries, 1 yard for Peets, 3 carries for no yards for A.J. Austinson. He's had a tough time back there. He's been sacked 3 different times. He threw 1 incompletion here on the evening so far. So it hasn't been great on offense for Pine City. But again, even though we see the small number rushing 23 carries for 46 yards, I think there's a lot of things that they can look at positively because the run game, these running backs look like they're finally starting to run with some power. It looks like they're wanting to run the ball now. We've talked to the coaches, and they're trying to get kind of that substitutions, just trying to find the running back, or I should say running back group, who is going to just kind of take over. And I think right now, as for this game, we're starting to see these running backs are starting to take hold. They're running a lot harder, it seems. They're starting to find these holes, and I think there's a lot of positives if you're the Pine City coaches to look at here in this first half. Now, obviously, you'd like the score to be a lot less lopsided than what it is, 32-0 right now. But I think there's some positives to look at. You had a couple of good drives. The starting field position, again, these kick returners, Evan Denz and Braxton Peets back there, have done phenomenal. They have done a great job of returning the ball. And again, I'd say average their starting field position has been about the 40-yard line here this evening. I think only once, maybe twice in their 7 possessions, they've started behind the 30. Other than that, it's all been past the 35 and 40 even at times. I mean, to start the game, they started darn near on their own 45-yard line. So for the Dragons, I think you got to look at those guys as your spark. You got to look at those guys, and you just got to use their speed to your advantage right now. I think for Pine City here in the second half, that's what they're going to have to do. We'll take another commercial break here. We'll hear a few more words from our fine sponsors. Then we'll come back and talk about some of those keys to this second half for Pine City. Of course, the Dragons trail on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 32-0. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. Also, the team over there believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. EmbraceMN.com. Another commercial break to hear a word from our great sponsors. Then we'll be back with more about the second half and what the keys are for the second half for this Pine City team. You're listening to Football on WCMP.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance. A bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort in the pro you demand. It's that time of year. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with attitude.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on careers to join our herd.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com. Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you and your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
106.5 FM, AM 1350. The site for tonight's football game is Pine City, where the Dragons trail the Duluth Denfeld Hunters 32-0. Over in Rush City, we're at halftime over there as well. Thanks to Adam Hefty for calling the game between the Rush City Tigers, who are hosting the Hinckley Finlayson Jaguars. Right now, that game is at halftime, and the Jaguars lead over the Rush City Tigers 14-0 at half. I've heard some big pass plays from both teams in that game, apparently. Those 2 teams love to run, but big pass plays. Then the last score I seen from the Mora game was Esco was up 42-0, so Mora's going to have a second half where they're going to need to change some things around and hopefully get things going. It is half now. Esco up 42-0 on Mora. So for the Pine City Dragons here in this second half, they'll need some things to go their way. Again, I think you got to rely on those kick returners as your spark. They've really done a good job returning the ball here tonight, but I think one of the things is maybe try and use their speed and get them to the outside. We've seen a couple of times they tried to do that, and the lane has been there. The toss has either just been behind or the defenders have shot in through the offensive line and just got a hand on the cleat to trip him up to take the runner down. So I think Pine City should use that speed that they have with Braxton Peets and Evan Dents and try and hit them, get them to the outside and hit on some of those big plays because the lane is there. If they can get to the outside, the lane has been there. You got to give credit to the tight ends who get out and get their block out there to create that lane. They've been doing a good job of creating such lane, of getting the defenders outside and then either pushing them well far outside or cutting them inside, and the running backs have had that lane. It just, the other defenders have got through the old line and have, just simply tripped them up in the backfield. So I think Pine City, I think that's one thing they could do here in the second half to get things changed and go their way for their offense. But that's just one thing. Again, I think they're pretty pleased with how their ball carriers are running here tonight. They're running hard, and they're doing a good job of just taking what the defense gives them. They're not doing too much extracurricular in the backfield. They're just taking what the defense gives them, and they're doing a good job and just plowing forward, finding the hole, not dancing around too much, just driving forward and driving their legs. They're driving their legs. A lot of times you'll see these ball carriers for Pine City get tackled, after only a yard or two, but then they'll get into the defender and just drive those legs, and soon enough, they're, instead of a loss of 1, they're maybe picking up a gain of 2. So for Pine City, I think those are some things that they can work with defensively. There's so many questions as to what Duluth Denfeld can throw at you, quite literally throw. They've been throwing the ball. I think for Pine City, the defensive coaches are just going to look at the DBs and say, hey, all you have to do is get your head around, and that we eliminate 14 points off the board. Instead of this being 32 points on the board, it's more or less, 18 that would be. So eliminating those big plays via the pass, because, it's literally been 2 pass plays where the defenders you couldn't ask a defender for better coverage. You couldn't. That was the best coverage you could have, but if they just get their head around, they can get the hand up there, possibly even pick off the ball. There was for sure one in this south side end zone where they could have picked off had the defender just got his head around, and if he gets his head around, man, that's at the very least it's knocked down incomplete, but there's a chance for an interception there. And then on one of the last plays down the field, passing for the Duluth Denfeld Hunters to Tay Mans is again was a situation where the defender had perfect coverage, just got to get his head around, and if he did, that would have been incomplete, and Duluth Denfeld would have had to go at least one more play to try and get into the end zone. So Pine City has some positive things that they can work with. They just got to tighten things up on defense, play more sound with their defenders, just get that head around. I think they're doing a good job against the run, although, yes, they've given up 136 yards rushing on 12 carries. They're still actually doing a pretty good job. It's been the big chunk plays that have been the problem. Once they get them reeled in, Duluth Denfeld hasn't been able to break off of much. Pine City does a good job getting the one defender to him and then getting the rest to take him down. So if you're Pine City, you've got some positive things to work with. We're just about set for the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza, great tasting products. Kettle River Pizza. If your team is looking for an easy way to raise funds for your organization, visit kettleriverpizza.com, the easiest and cheesiest way to fundraise. Pepperoni and sausage, chicken Alfredo, or the hot Hawaiian. Grab a handful of delicious Kettle River pizzas at your local grocery or convenience store today. Kettle River pizzas are handcrafted right in Ascove. Thanks so much to them. The Kettle River Pizza second half kickoff coming your way right now. Again, I want to give a huge shout out here to my camera woman to my right, doing great camera work tonight, as she did last week. Of course, last week was my birthday gift. This week, she wanted to do it again. Why? I don't know. I don't think I'm that excited, but hey, maybe.
Still have nothing better to do.
Give myself an ego boost a little bit there. Claim she has nothing better to do, but I beg to differ. Second half, Kettle River Pizza kickoff coming your way. Rodunner, and there's the boot. It'll get over on the left side to Denz. Denz will head back towards the right, cuts it back up the middle. Breaks through the defenders at the 30 to the 35. Just past the 35 is where he'll be taken down. So again, a decent return there for Evan Denz to begin this third quarter of play. Only took 7 seconds off of the clock, and the Dragons will start with the ball at the 33-yard line on their own 33. Dragons break the huddle. They'll get to the line of scrimmage. Austinson under center. Takes the snap, gives it off on the right side. Breaks a tackle at the 34. Plows forward past the 35, leaning towards the 40. Good carry there for Evan Denz. He really found a rhythm there in that first half, late in the first half, and really it kind of started to explode with it. Gain of about 6 there for him, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. Just under 11 and a half minutes to go here in this third quarter. Dragons trail 32-0, but a good start here for him after one carry from Denz. Austinson under center, power T formation. Austinson takes the snap. He's going to give it up the middle, and a nice push by that offensive line, and the running back refusing to go down past the 45, and that's Tucker Johnson. He gets it to the 46-yard line, a gain of 7, and this is the way you want to start a second half after the running backs really got things going late in that first half. So the Dragons will take it to the line. 1st down and 10 now. Ball at the 46. Austinson under center. 10:45 to go. Austinson takes the snap. He's going to give it to Denz. Denz off the right side of the line, trying to dance, find some room. He plows forward to the 50. It's going to be a gain of 4 there for Evan Denz. And this running back group is finding some room to run. And you know what is very difficult for these running backs to do right now is be patient. And they're doing that. They're allowing the blocks to not only set up in front of them, but then they're kind of staying just a little bit behind to see if there's a cutback lane that can open up. But they're then, if it doesn't, they're immediately plowing through the hole and picking up what they can. They're doing a very good job to begin this second half. Austinson and company at the line. Takes the snap. Fake the give to Austinson. To Denz, and Austinson. They've tried that quarterback sweep a few times here, and it has not gone anywhere. In fact, it'll go backwards to about the 46. It'll be a loss of 4 there for A.J. Austinson. And 3rd down and 9.5 maybe. Maybe right at that 10-yard mark. 9:40 to go here in the third quarter. Decent drive to begin the second half for the Dragons, but it'll be 3rd down and long. They'll come to the line in the power T formation. Austinson under center. Austinson takes the snap. He'll give it off the left side to Jace Preston. Preston following the blocks, gets past the 50, actually right at the 50s where he's taken down. I think, the ball was on the other side of the 50 to the 49. So gain, they'll spot it right at the 50, actually. So gain of about 5 there for Jace Preston. It'll be 4th down and 5 with 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Knows the ball sits at the 49. Dragons get to the line, 4th down and 5. Austinson, power T formation. Austinson takes the snap. He'll give it off the left side to Jace Preston. Preston covering the ball well. He gets forward past the 45, plowing forward, a 1st down, Pine City to the 43. Jace Preston drives those legs forward, and it's a 7-yard gain and a 1st down, Pine City. And again, these running backs doing a good job staying patient, following the blocks. Then when that hole opens up, bam, they get through the hole and are lowering the boom, driving those legs. If you're the coaches, you've got to be pretty pleased with what you're seeing from this running back group, because it just seems like the carries kind of seem to be getting better as the night goes along. Austinson and company in the power T. Austinson, he'll give it off to Denz here off the right side, trying to make a move. He drives those legs, my man, to the 40. My goodness. And he falls forward even to the 39. He should have been taken down in the backfield, but one-on-one with the defender, gets his shoulder into him, drives the legs, and picks up 4. What a run there from Evan Denz.
2nd down and 6 to go for the Dragons.
That is impressive there from Evan Denz. Power T formation, 2nd down and 6. 7:35 to go here, third quarter. Austinson gives the carry here to Braxton Peets. Braxton Peets off the right side, plows forward. He's tripped up but dove. And he will get to the 35, so it's a gain of 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Gain of 4 there for Braxton Peets. After he was tripped up, he was able to dive forward. Very good aware play there by Braxton Peets. 3rd and 2. 7:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. I think you're okay right now if you're Pine City, just eating up as much clock as you can because you just want to continue with this good offensive drive. You don't want to do anything to hurt this drive. Just keep that momentum going. Build off of it. Austinson takes the snap, gives it off the left side to Jace Preston. Preston weaving his way through defenders, plows forward towards the 30. Either way, it's a 1st down. Pine City. Another gain of 5 there for Jace Preston. He was their leading rusher in that first quarter, or in that first half, excuse me. It's another 1st down here for Pine City. 6:45 to go. Ball at the 31.
First down and 10 Dragons from the Denfeld 31.
Oh, Dragons into Hunter's territory. Doing a good job here in this second half. Taking off nearly 6 minutes off of that clock. Austinson under center, takes the snap again to Preston off the left side. He finds the hole, plows forward, continues to drive the legs. He's still going, nearly broke through, and he's to the 20, and he'll be spotted at the 18-yard line. 13 yards for Jace Preston. What a run from Jace Preston, just refused to go down. And he took a couple of defenders with him. Beautiful run there by Jace Preston. And the Dragons are in the Roddy Motors red zone. Give here to Preston again off the left side. He's got the corner. He cuts it up the field. Breaks off of 1 ankle tackle, then falls forward to the 15. It'll be a gain of 4. Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors, SUV, pickups, sedans, maybe even a camper. Talk to Joe at Roddy Motors in Mora and see what he's got on the lot now. Because Joe Rademacher of Roddy Motors is a United States Marine. So if you're a veteran looking for a new vehicle, go talk to a fellow vet who will get you squared away. Roddy Motors red zone. A gain of about 5 there on that last carry for Jace Preston. And all of a sudden, the Dragons are threatening. 5:15 to go here, 3rd quarter. Austinson and company under center. Oh, a fumbled snap. And that could have really changed everything, but Austinson fell on top of it. That'll bring up 3rd down and the same distance of about 5. That's a case of where you're getting into the red zone. You're getting a little bit antsy. You're thinking too much about the drive that you're having and how good it's going. Just a little loss of concentration there from Austinson. Maybe it was a play he was excited about, thought they were going to take and go big with it. Just a little lost concentration there, but they'll come back here and try and get it on 3rd down and 5. Austinson under center, power T formation. Give off the left side to Preston. Preston plowing forward, breaks off 1 tackle. He's not going to go down easy. Finally taken down at the 10. And that should be close to a 1st down, if not a 1st down. I think right now they're saying it's going to be 4th and short on the carry from Jace Preston. So 4th down. Oh, they've got it about a yard. So 4th and about a yard here for the Dragons. I thought he was closer than that. Apparently not. 4th down and 1 for the Dragons. 4 minutes to go. Now under 4 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Pine City lines up power T formation. Austinson under center. He'll give it off to Preston again. He's got the 1st down and then some. Preston near the goal line, and he's taken down at about the 3. It's a gain of 8 for Jace Preston and a 1st down. Jace Preston has been phenomenal on this drive for Pine City. It's 1st down and goal inside the Roddy Motors red zone. Ball at the 3 with about 3:40 to go here in this 3rd quarter. They haven't scored this season yet. They haven't scored in going back to last year in a few games. So now we've got a timeout by Pine City. Yes. So a timeout called here by Pine City. Not sure why the timeout was called. When you're moving the ball like that, sometimes a stoppage in play can hurt the momentum. But this must have been a case of wrong personnel on the field, or they just want to talk to the guys. Maybe you know what? Actually, maybe they're setting up a special play. Maybe this is a trick play here. A double reverse, halfback pass, hook and ladder. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I'm just speculating on that one. But why not? I mean, you've got a good drive going. Why not try something? First down and goal from the 3? Give them a trick play. Give them something they haven't seen before. So we'll give the word to the Dragons offense on what they want them to do here on this first down and goal, because punching the ball in, getting those first points on the board of the season, that's huge. I mean, that's huge. Getting on the board, getting that sour taste out of your mouth, getting the first one is always big. Austinson and company under center. Austinson, he'll have it handed off the left side to Preston. Preston, not going to get there. I don't think he got anything on that carry. So no gain on the first down and goal carry. It'll be second down and goal from the 3. Dragons with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 9 minutes of clock eaten up by the Dragons here on this drive. Austinson and company under center. Power T formation, man in motion left to right. Fumbled snap, and Austinson will jump back on top of it. And that ball will be moved back to the 4. So fumbled snap, it'll make it third down and goal. Obviously they'll go for it on 4th. But to try and get the first points of the season, trailing 32-0, 2.5 minutes to go now in the game, creeping up on 10 whole minutes. This Dragons team has had the ball. I mean, they're okay with that. This is the type of drive the Dragons have wanted to have. They're finally getting it here in half 2 against the Hunters. Third down and goal. Austinson, power T formation. Sends a man in motion left to right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Jace Preston up the middle. And I think he's going to be short at about the 2. Yeah. So short at the 2, fourth down and goal. Officially 10 minutes on this drive by Pine City. 10 minutes of possession on this drive for Pine City. Fourth down and goal from the 2. Pine City will break the huddle. Austinson under center, power T formation. Austinson man in motion left to right. Takes the snap, hands it off, Jace Preston. Jace Preston plowing forward. Did he get the push? He did! And the Dragons score on fourth down and goal. The first points of the season. Jace Preston with the 2-yard rushing touchdown on fourth and goal. And this crowd has all of a sudden come alive. They have been waiting for that for the first 2.5 games, literally, of this season, even dating back to last season. They get on the board here. That is a huge weight lifted off this team's shoulders, and it's just the first. So they'll line up to go for 2. Austinson under center. Power T that sends man in motion left to right. They're going to roll out and try and find him, but he's covered well, and Austinson's going to be taken down, so the 2-point conversion is no good. But they get the touchdown on the 2-yard rush from Jace Preston on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard with 1:21 to go here in the third. The Dragons trail 32-6 now after that touchdown. Embrace Orthodontics Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. They'll also leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. That first drive goes 65 yards in nearly 12 minutes taken off the clock, but the Dragons finally get on the board here this season, and they now trail 32-6. So we'll get ready for the kickoff here from Pine City. What a drive by Pine City. What a drive. Now as they're going to be going up to Hibbing next week, they've got a lot they're going to be working with. This is a good drive for Pine City. This is going to give them a lot of positivity here going into next Friday. And here's the boot from Ganot. And the fumble on the kick return. And did they get on top of it? They did. So Denfeld back on top of it. Turner went right into his chest, bounced right off the chest pad. And he recovered it at the 30-yard line. So the Denfeld Hunters will start with the ball at their own 30. And the Dragons defense, watch that offense go 65 yards. Took up 11 minutes off the clock. And they'll look to get the ball back for their offense, who's in a rhythm. So again, we got the backups in there for Duluth Denfeld on offense. Pearson's still in there, number 20. But it's a new quarterback now, and they'll give it off to Pearson off the right side. He's got some room to run. Takes it out wide, and he's up the sideline past the 50, 45, 40. Not tripped up, and he is finally taken down, but well inside Dragon territory. Past the 20, and let's see where they spot the ball. Looks like at the 15. 55-yard rush there for Luke Pearson. One play, 55 yards for the Hunters. And it's first down and 10 inside the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora. Roddy Motors can help you get into your next vehicle. They can even get you financed. Visit roddymotors.com today. They'll give it off here to Pearson once again off the left side. He got a nice block, but the defenders are out there for Pine City to take him down after a short gain. Inside the Roddy Motors red zone. He'll get near the 10. We'll spot him at about the 11. It'll be a gain of 4 there for Luke Pearson. Braxton Peets on the tackle. The new quarterback for them is Chevy Reisdorf. Ball at the 11. They'll try and get another playoff before the quarter ends with 10 seconds to go. Reisdorf and company. And it's now number 24 in the backfield as well, Dion Bergner. Takes a snap. This time it's to DeQuan, and DeQuan spins off a tackle. Going to call him down at the 1. So a 10-yard gain there for DeQuan Moore. He'll be down at the 1, and that'll be the end of the third quarter, with the Dragons trailing 32-6, but the Duluth Denfeld Hunters moving swiftly to try and add to their lead. So the fourth quarter will come up after this, and a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Football on WCMP.
Today's deal of the day is Bear Creek Candy in Hinckley. Get your $10 gift certificates for only $5. Find this and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Back here on WCMP, we'll switch sides of the field as the Duluth Denfeld Hunters have it down at the 1-yard line. After that, Daquan Moore 10-yard run. I think it's a first down and goal. Yeah, it is. It's first down and goal at the 1 for the Hunters. Backups are in for them. He'll take the snap, give up the middle, and he'll bounce it outside. Touchdown for Duluth Denfeld. That's Dion Bergner. The 1-yard touchdown run. And that'll make it 38-6. So 38-6 here in favor of the Hunters. It didn't take many plays for Duluth Denfeld, and they went down the field in a hurry. I think it was about 4 or 5 plays. And they got into the end zone. And if you're Pine City, that's not what you want to see from your defense. Of course, they did sit a while. So, Rodunner kicked the PAT. 11:55 left here in the fourth. Snap is not great. Spot is down, and the kick is up and good. So 39-6 is the score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team over there at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners. Quick commercial break. Back for the kickoff.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. So the Hunters add on to their lead. They lead 39-6. But the Dragons did get that first score of the year on the board. And again, a lot of times it's just trying to get that weight off your shoulders of getting that first touchdown. And they do it there. Rodunner getting set to kick it away. Dens and Pete's back to return for Pine City. Again, these guys have done a great job here tonight. See if they can do some more damage. And there's the boot. This one a bit of a whirlwind one. That's going to go out of bounds, and the Dragons will get good starting field position without the returners touching the ball. I got to imagine that they didn't want the Dragon returners touching that ball anyways, but you also don't want that ball to go out of bounds. So I think they're going to make them re-kick. Yeah, they are. Interesting. Yeah, they're gonna make him re-kick from the 40. I thought they'd take it. I thought. So okay, they are gonna back him up. Okay, I was gonna say they're not gonna really kick from the same spot. Apparently, it's only a 5-yard penalty. So in high school, they kick from the 40, but he'll be kicking from the 35 now. So Dragons hopefully will start with good field position after they back up the kick by 5 yards off the kick out of bounds. Rodunner gets set again, so I guess we're doing it again. And there's the boot. And this one's still a good kick. The Dragon returner steps back past the 15. He'll take it in. He's cutting it up past the 25 to the 30. Cuts it outside at the 35, and then he's pushed out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. So another good return here for the Dragons. They'll have decent starting field position. Probably would have been better if they had the penalty just giving them, I think, the ball. I don't remember if the ball goes to the 40 or 35 when it's a kick out of bounds. Either way, ball will be spotted at about the 37-yard line for Pine City. That's where they'll start with the ball. 11:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dragons trail 32-6 to Duluth Denfeld, 39-6, excuse me. Austinson with the give off the left side here. And that carry, my goodness, these running backs and this offensive line has something to prove here. Past the 45, turning the legs, Sam Johnson with the carry to the 46. It's a gain of about, well, we'll call it 7.
Second down and 3 for the Dragons.
For Sam Johnson with the ball carry that time. And again, he ran into a pile, and then all of a sudden, as soon as the pile stopped, it started to move again. That offensive line and this running back core has done a great job here tonight, just pushing for extra yards. Austinson under center, power T formation. And another fumbled snap, but I think Austinson got back on top of it, and he might have, in fact, picked up a yard. No. Oh, no. They say the ball was recovered by Duluth Denfeld. So that is a Haley Newman of Keller Williams Realty turnover. Haley Newman with Keller Williams Realty, turning over the key to your new home. Looking to buy or sell a property? Contact Haley Newman of Keller Williams at 320-469-6868. Want to know the value of your property? You can also contact Haley Newman at HNEWMAN@KW.com. So a turnover there, the first of the night for Pine City. We'll give the ball back here to Duluth Denfeld. Their backups are in. I cannot see the number of the quarterback in there right now. I don't think it's Reisdorf anymore. It is Reisdorf, and they give off the right side to Daquan Moore. He'll take it past the 45 to about the 43. It's a gain of 3 for Daquan Moore. Second and 7 now for the Hunters on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Just under 10:40 to go here. Your Customized Smile Journey starts with that free consultation. They also have, if you don't have insurance, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you, because you can ask about financing options, and they'll find a plan to fit your budget. EmbraceMN.com. 10:20 to go here in the fourth. Dragons trail 39-6. Same information they've ran with all night. Reisdorf, the quarterback, takes the snap. He'll look to throw, looking to the left. That's who he's going to target. Throws it up and out of reach. Decent coverage, but it is out of reach for the intended receiver, Ethan Starstead. Ethan Starstead, the intended receiver. Incomplete, and it'll be third down and about 7. 10:05 to go. That incompletion will stop the clock. Reisdorf takes the snap. He'll give it to Daquan Moore. Moore will bounce it out to the outside on the right side, past 40, 35, 40. He's gone. No, he's tripped up. Nice job there. The open field tackle that time by number 43, Ray Gatsky. And he's tripped up is Daquan Moore at the 14, so a gain of even 30 there for Moore. And it'll be first down and 10 inside the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora, voted best dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's a repeat champion. Roddy Motors, 100 Pine Street in Mora. Reisdorf takes the snap. He gives it off outside to number 28. We'll get who that is in just a moment. He carries it near a first down. 28, that is going to be apparently no one. No 28 on our roster sheet. So I apologize, folks. I do not know who that is. But that was number 28 on the carry. Ball spotted at about the 7. Gain of 7 for number 28. Again, not sure who that is, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. He's not on the roster sheet here this evening for Duluth Denfeld. Second down and 7 inside the Roddy Motors red zone. Reisdorf takes the snap. Fumble! And there's nobody but the Dragons on that one. That has to be Dragon Ball. How in the world did the Denfeld Hunters get on top of that? Wow. There was nothing but green around that ball, but wow, the Hunters managed to get back on top of it. They'll lose about 3 yards in the process, but they will maintain possession. Man, he must have right as soon as the ball dropped, got on top of it, because I see nothing but green around that ball. I thought it was Dragons football for sure. So it'll be third down and about medium here for the Duluth Denfeld Hunters. Reisdorf, the quarterback, takes the snap. He's giving it up the middle to Daquan Moore. He breaks off a tackle in the backfield, bounces it outside, and that's a touchdown for Daquan Moore. A run of 10. Or excuse me, that's number 40 instead, Ty Krigo. So he goes from 10 yards out for the touchdown. And that will make it 45-0. Or to 6, excuse me. In favor of the Hunters. They will line up to go for the PAT with Rodunner. 8:25 to go. Snap, not great again. Spot down, kick is up, and good. 46-6 now is the score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, the team at Embrace, believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. EmbraceMN.com. Quick commercial break, back for kickoff.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business efficiently during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Dale's offers a personalized focus and free estimates. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,250 rebates for your air source heat pump system installed in 2023 with 0% financing. Visit Dale'sHeatingAndAppliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Pine City trails 46-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. Custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at EmbraceMN.com. Each team has had 2 possessions here in this second half. After the kickoff, Pine City will have its 4th. Rodunner will get set to kick this ball away to Dens and Peets. And there's the boot. This end over end to Dens, take it in at just behind the 20, cuts it up on the right side of the field, cuts it back outside to the 35 to the 40, trips up at the 40, falls forward past the 45. No, they're going to spot him, looks like just behind the 45, really? I thought he had gotten at least past it, but right at the 44, still another great return for this Pine City returner, Evan Dens and Braxton Peets. Those two have been great back there all night. 7:50 to go as we will have running clock for the rest of this game. Austinson and company set up power T formation. Give up the middle. Plowing forward to the 50, and that's a good carry there from the ball carrier. I think that was 27 that time. Caleb Hogberg. Excuse me. Caleb Hogberg on the carry. The gain of about 5 for Hogberg. Second down and 5 now. Hogberg sprints back to the sideline. Must have had too many in the huddle. Like the hustle there, young man. Austinson under center, power T formation. Takes a snap. He'll give it off the left side of the line. A good hold, a run through for Sam Johnson, and he gets it near the 40. To the 41. It's a gain of 10 there for Sam Johnson and a first down. Under 7 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Dragons trail 46-6. But a nice 10-yard burst there from Sam Johnson off the left side of the line. And again, good push from the O-line. Running backs have been running hard. Some encouraging things to look at for Pine City. Austinson, power T formation, takes the snap. He'll give it back to Sam Johnson off the left side of the line. This time, they scoop it out and take him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of about 2. So second down and about 13 now for the Dragons. Under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 46-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Hunters with the lead over your Pine City Dragons. Back to the line of scrimmage, power T formation. Austinson and company takes the snap. He'll fake the give, and it's another quarterback sweep. He'll keep it himself past the 45, 40. 35 breaks a tackle, plowing through defenders to the 30, and Austinson, his biggest gain on the night. From the 44, they'll spot him at the 29, so a gain of 15. Gain of 15 there from A.J. Austinson. Again, his biggest run of the evening. And 5:10 to go in the game. Give up the middle.
Carry by Dragon number 18, Braxton Peets.
Braxton Peets on the carry to about the 24-yard line. Nice gain of 5 there for Braxton Peets. Power T formation on 2nd and 5, and we'll get a false start. Will be the 3rd penalty here on Pine City this evening. So that'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 10 instead of the 2nd down and 5. And again, this late, you don't want to see that. You want to see this team finish on a high note, and having a penalty this late is not ideal. 4:20 to go in this 4th quarter. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Austinson under center. Power T formation, takes it, gives it off to Braxton Peets. He busts it outside, tries to use that speed, but taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a loss of about 2. So 3rd and 12 here for Pine City. Ball on about the 37-yard line. 3.5 minutes to go here in the 4th. Austinson under center. Power T formation. It's not Austinson anymore. Got a new quarterback out there. I believe it's actually Evan Denz. Evan Denz, he'll be taken down behind the line of scrimmage again. Back to about the 37. It's a loss of 4. And 4th down and about a country mile is what it'll be for Pine City. 3 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Dragons trail 46-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And another late guy coming off the field for Pine City. Good hustle, though. Like to see it. So Evan Denz and company will line up Power T formation. Denz takes a snap. He's going to fake it. He's going to roll out to the right himself. He's got some room to run. Cuts it up the field. Plows through 1 tackle, and he'll be taken down well short of the 1st down. But you like the carry to about the 27. Gain of 10 for Evan Denz on the quarterback keeper. And that'll turn it over on downs with under 2.5 minutes to go here in the 4th. We'll probably see a few runs here from the Hunters, then they can just kneel the rest of the clock out. And that will do it here from Pine City on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. So new quarterback out there. That's number 25. He hands it off outside to the right. Gets outside to the 30, past the 35. And number 25, that is Xavier Anderson. On the carry that time, I believe, was number 24, Dion Bergner. It's a 1st down carry, about 12. Xavier Anderson takes the snap. He gives it off the left side to number 30. This time he's got room to run. Bounces outside to the 50, 45, 40, 30, 25, 20. And that's about where he'll be taken down, is just at the 20 is where he'll be pushed out. So that's number 30. That's Jack King. It's a big gain there of 42 yards. And, I mean, for Duluth Denfeld, I think they should just kneel it here. No need to run another play. I mean, you've already got the win. Oh, you're going to get a penalty on the kneel down. Oh, my goodness. And that quarterback, I apologize, it's not 25. It's Lee Brooks, number 23. Oh, my goodness. False start on the kneel down for Duluth Denfeld. I mean, my goodness. I don't know if we needed that penalty. I think they were just going to kneel it down. Why not just let them kneel it and let them wrap it up? And they will. So, yeah, really no need for the penalty there. Could have just let them still kneel the ball and just wrap it up, because that's going to be it. So the Dragons will fall here at home to the Duluth Denfeld Hunters, 46-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. We'll take a commercial break here. Word from our fine sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap this game, let you know what's coming up for the Dragons. You're listening to football here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP.
Hockey practice, running a business. Heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
With Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and Gen 2 independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with an attitude.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com. Your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
106.5 FM, AM 1350. The Dragons fall to the Duluth Denfeld Hunters 46-6 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Looking at these stats for the Duluth Denfeld Hunters, 9 possessions, 2 penalties, 2 turnovers, and those 2 turnovers came in the first half. They finished with 22 carries for 310 yards, 60 passing yards for a grand total of 370 yards. Of course, these are just kind of my stats that I take, so don't take it for 100% accurate, but leading the way for them carrying the ball was Luke Pearson, 5 carries, 94 yards. Behind him was DeQuan Moore with 4 carries, 92 yards. Tay Mans had 6 carries for 44 yards, and then that was pretty much it, but they did have one of the young men out there, Jack King, who went for 42 yards on one of his carries. Ty Krigo had a 10-yard carry for a touchdown. And that is how we get to 310 yards rushing. On the other side for the Pine City Dragons, 10 total possessions, 3 penalties, and that lone turnover here in the second half. They carried the ball 47 times for 155 yards. Leading the way for them was Jace Preston with 16 carries, 73 yards. Behind him it was Evan Denz, 9 carries, 42 yards. And then it was Sam Johnson, 6 carries for 19 yards. If you add it all up with all the other carries, that's 155 yards. Again, not 100% accurate, so take it with a little bit of grain of salt. But again, I do the best I can up here trying to grab stats. But the Dragons do fall here at home to the Duluth Denfeld Hunters, 46-6, fall to 0-3 on the season. Next week they will travel up to Hibbing for the Howard Bowl up there. And that should be a fun one between these two teams. It always is between these two teams, and we look forward to that one again for the Dragons. Coming up for us, well, we're not 100% sure where we'll be at, but stay tuned to our websites, kbk.com, wcmpradio.com. That's where you can find the broadcast schedule. It is up every Monday at around noon-ish, 1 o'clock, so that's when you can go and look at the upcoming schedule for the week, and we'll have that up there again on Monday at about noon, 1 o'clock-ish, so stay tuned for that. I do have an update. We've got a good game going on down in Rush City. About 7 minutes left in that game, and Hinckley Phillipson has a 2-point lead, 20-18 over the Tigers. That one is a good one between two very good teams, and teams who know each other pretty darn well. No update from that Esco Mora game yet, but if I get it before we're off air, I'll send it on your way. But here for Pine City, 0-3 again. They head up to Hibbing next Friday. That should be a fun game for them. Always is against Hibbing. It's always entertaining to watch that game as well. Of course, I want to thank all of you who tuned in here this evening. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you don't tune in, well, then I really don't have a job to do, so thanks so much for tuning in. Want to thank a huge shout-out to all of the fine sponsors. Thanks to all of them for sponsoring this broadcast and every other broadcast we do. It is much appreciated. If we don't have the sponsors, then we're not able to come out here and call these games, so huge shout-out to all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring, again, this and every other broadcast that we do. Thanks so much to them, and remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make and even change their day. And go ahead and stay tuned to the morning shows for your local sports update. You can catch it on 95.5 FM KBK with Rockin' Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. And then again over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. Again, we'll recap the local games that have gone on in our listening area. We'll talk about those local sports and even some regional sports as well. Catch you up with all of that. That's again on the morning shows, KBEK and 100.9 FM from 7:30, 7:45, 8:30, and 8:45. So be sure to stay tuned to those. Stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBK.com for all the updates on the sports. We'll give you recaps on there, plus the broadcast schedule. Of course, our Facebook pages as well. Stay tuned to those because we can give you breaking news that way a lot easier than we can a lot of other places, like if a game time has changed or if a game has been canceled or moved, stuff like that. So stay tuned to those to keep up to date with the latest information on your local sports. Again, I want to thank all of the fine coaches who do interviews with us throughout the season. Appreciate them. I want to thank head coach Fort and Berger for doing the interviews with us here for this week. I want to thank the seniors Matt Blake and Trevor Hazelton for doing interviews with us as well. Thank you to all four of them for doing those interviews for tonight. I appreciate that. They take time out of their practice to do that, so that means a lot to us for them to be able to do that. Again, to be able to give these players the recognition they deserve. It is kind of what we're all about here at WCMP and KBEK, just to get those players' names out there as much and often as we can. So again, appreciate to Matt Blake and Trevor Hazelton, the seniors for this Pine City team. Again, the final here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard is the Duluth Denfeld Hunters 46, the Pine City Dragons 6. Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. EmbraceMN.com. So the Dragons fall to 0-3. They'll head up to Hibbing next Friday to take on the Blue Jackets up there in Hibbing for the Howard Bowl. Again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors. Again, be sure to stay tuned to our websites and the morning shows for updates on your local sports. Again, the final, Pine City 6, Duluth Denfeld 46. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman for WCMP. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.